Good morning, my lovely students. This is Miss Razan. Today, we are going to revise the main 5 life processes. As we said before, that the life processes are the processes that tell us if the thing is living or non-living. So, the main life processes are the first one, drinking. So drinking is very important for living things. So if the thing is non-living, it doesn't need drinking anything. Eating. Eating also is very important for living things. So until now, the first 2 life processes are eating and drinking. And you have to know that eating and drinking to stay alive is called nutrition. So again, eating and drinking to stay alive is called nutrition. Don't forget it. Eating and drinking, eating and drinking to stay alive is called nutrition. So if we don't eat and drink, the life processes stop. So it's important to eat and drink. Okay. The third life process is moving. So moving is very important to find food and drink. And also animals move to get away from predators. So moving is very important for animals, also for humans to find food and drink. Also, animals move to get away from predators. But you have to know something, that not only animals and humans can move, but also plants can move by bending towards the sun. So plants also are living things. Okay, they can't move from place to another place, but they bend towards the sun. So plants are living things because they bend towards the sun. Now, life process number 4 is reproducing. So what do we mean by reproducing? What do you think? Okay, if you look at this picture, you will find that there is a cat, okay, with its babies. Okay, so having young or baby is called reproduce. So reproducing means have young or having young. So when you get baby or have young, so you reproduce. So the 4th life process is reproducing. And the last life process is growing. So growing is very important for living things because non-living cannot grow up. So humans grow, plants grow, animals also grow. So all living things can grow up. So all animals and humans have to eat food, drink water, move, reproduce to stay alive. Okay. Now, again, the main 5 life processes are drinking, together repeat, drinking, eating, moving, reproducing, and growing. Again, the main life processes are drinking, eating, moving, reproducing, and growing. And also, as we said, eating and drinking to stay alive is called nutrition. So what do you mean by nutrition? Eating and drinking to stay alive. Okay. Now open your book, page 118. Okay, we have a question. Let's answer it together. Which life processes do the photographs show? Use the words in the word bank to label the photographs. Okay, look at the first picture. We have an elephant, and this elephant is drinking. So the first life process that we have here is drinking. Okay, look at the second picture. We have a girl and she is eating. So the second life process that we used here is eating. Here, the third picture, we have a rabbit and it's jumping. So jumping one type of movement. So here, the third life process that we used here is moving. Moving. Here we have a cat and its babies. So here we have reproducing. So reproducing. And the last picture, we have a boy and he's measuring his height. So that just to tell us that he is growing. So growing also is one of the life processes that we have. Now, in page 119, we have a question which is write the missing letters to complete the words. They are the life processes. So, here just to learn the spelling of each life process. Here, start with M and end with ing. So, M, what is the life process here? Moving. How do we write moving? M, O, V, and ing. So M, O, V, ing. Moving. Okay. What about the second word? Start with D. So what is the life process that starts with D? Excellent. Drinking. So drinking, D, R, I, N, K, I, N, G. Drinking. Again, D, R, I, N, K, I, N, G. Okay. Here, word has two letters in the middle, A and T. So, if you remember, we have eating. Eating, E-A-T-I-N-G. Eating. So, write it alone. Again, E-A-T-I here and G. Okay, this word starts with G. G, R. What do you think? What is the life process that starts with G and R? Okay, growing. 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 So please try to write it alone in your book. Growing. Okay, the last life process starts with R. We have R, E, rep, rud, O, rud, U. So here we have D, U, C-I-N-G, reproducing. So try to write all of them alone. Then after that, check your answer from this page. Moving, drinking, eating, growing, and reproducing. Okay, the last thing in this lesson, just you have to know that in some parts of the world, people don't have enough food and water to survive. So that's because bad weathers. Some countries have bad weathers, so they can't grow crops, And some countries, they have natural disasters like volcanoes, earthquakes, storms, whatever. So also natural disaster can destroy food crops. And some countries um, are at war, so it might not have enough money or enough people to grow crop. So the main things that make the country poor: number one, bad weathers, natural disasters, number two, and war, number three. So nobody wants to see people die of hunger and thirst, so other countries give and send food and water to those poor countries. Okay, so actually other countries don't want to see people die, so they send food to those poor countries. Okay, thank you for listening. We have finished the life processes, so study them well, then answer the worksheet. Thank you for listening and good luck.